You guys ready for your headliner? He performed for the troops in Afghanistan, which is pretty cool. He's performed in London. He's performed in Jamaica, all up and down the East Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tunnell, the guy who put this whole thing together. Tunnell, everybody.
What's happening next day? Come on, y'all, we can do better than that. What's happening next day? Should I say what's happening in Westchester? It was good to be home. I was born and raised in Westchester. Surprised how much things have changed since I've been gone. I went to college in '81. I graduated in '87 from Cheney University, moved to New York, was living in DC for such a long time. Come back to this area and I'm just shocked at how much it's changed. It really was. I came up here in '04 to do a show and I'm staying at my father's house. I said, Pop, I'll be back. I need a shirt. I want to run to Axton. He's like, man, I better go out there. I wish it's kind of tricky getting out there now. I'm like, Pop, it's Axton. Get out here, and I'm like, how the hell did I end up in King of Prussia? Route 30 and 100, this is supposed to be Axton. When I left, the only thing here was that little ass mall and the Marchwood Cinema. Y'all remember the Marchwood Cinema? Everybody remembers it, used to go there and watch porn. Because that's all they showed at the Marchwood Cinema. Shocking how much has changed around here. Like I said, I was living in DC and I've been moving around. I had such bad luck when I relocated. I moved to DC the same time as the sniper. Remember this guy running around shooting people at gas stations when gas was $1.63 a gallon? Are you kidding me? When gas was $5 a gallon, he could have been a hero. Because I was at the pump like, damn, I was $95 to fill this. I wish somebody would just shoot me in the head right now. It made no sense, man. Well, I'm talking about the sniper. How many people thought the sniper was white? Seriously, let me hear a round of applause. I just knew this was a white dude, man. I was walking around my job, looking down my nose at the white people. The fuck's the matter with you people? Committing such a heinous act. I had no idea this guy was black. Not till he asked for some money. Remember that? He wanted $10 million on a stolen credit card. I said, oh my God, he's black. Damn. First OJ, now this. Next thing you know, Kobe's gonna rape a white woman. Damn. And did they show the redneck on the news about the sniper? The greatest interview on TV news in history. He's the only one who knew the sniper was black. He interviewed this guy. Oh, I knew it was darkies. Yes, I sure did. I knew it was darkies the whole time. See, I don't like to call them niggers because I like to be what you call politically correct. I only call them niggers when I have to. Like if I see one walking in my neighborhood, I go, hey, what you doing here, nigga? But see, niggers don't kill for fun like we do. Oh no, they always gotta turn a profit with their killings. You know, your drug deals and such. There's no sport in it for them. Like, Bobby Earl, remember the time I killed them 2 Mexicans because you bet me I couldn't? See, that's killing for sport. This is just a bunch of stupid niggers. And it's going on and on and there. Like, this is the local news. Don't you have a censor? And at that moment, the whole interview morphed into that movie Goodfellas. Remember that? When Ray Liotta's talking to his wife, Karen, I'm not going to jail, Karen. Nobody goes to jail, Karen. You don't go to jail? Stupid nigga stick up, man. To fall asleep behind the wheel of the getaway car, Karen. That's who goes to jail. And I was enjoying that movie up until that point. Like, first I'm a nigger and I'm stupid. Damn. Let me ask y'all a question. You remember where they found the sniper? Asleep behind the wheel of the getaway car. Ain't that a bitch? I was messed up for weeks behind that, man. Like, that stereotype is true. What if all those other men? What if I'm genetically predisposed to like a watermelon? Then I started thinking there could be an upside to this. You know, like, what if I really do have a big dick? You know, maybe other black guys just have bigger dicks. I find a white girl, I'll be cool. But I moved back to Philly. Bad luck again. When I moved back up here, I moved to Philadelphia. When I moved back, there were 13 murders. Yeah, Philly is violent, man. They have 450 murders for the year. Today is January 28th. They've already had 32 murders. It's like, I'm sorry, I gotta move someplace safer where there's less killing going on, like Afghanistan. Gotta be safer than Philadelphia is. And Camden, New Jersey is no better. Did you see where Camden was voted the most violent city in America? Yeah, you know it's bad when Detroit is ragging your ass about being violent. As a matter of fact, when Detroit found out the news, they changed their whole tourism model to, hey, Detroit, Hell, we ain't Camden, come see us. Sad, man. Mayor of Camden was all on the news, all upset. That's not true, that's not true. They're simply using last year's statistics. At best, we're number 5. And then the people of Camden got upset. 5? We're number 5, we're 5th? Where's my gun? Let me go shoot a couple of people. We gonna be number 1 in something. High school basketball team sucks. Can't have that, can't have it. But like Shane mentioned, I've had a chance to go to Afghanistan and Jamaica and a whole lot of other places to do comedy. I absolutely love my job. I love entertaining you, I love making you laugh, but I'm starting to realize people don't take comedy seriously as a profession. You don't respect it. And I can tell you don't respect it by the comments I always get whenever I'm at a party. Somebody finds out I'm a comedian, it's always the same thing. You're a comedian, say something funny. And you would never ask any other professional to prove themselves. Like you wouldn't meet a gynecologist at the same party. You're a gynecologist, let me smell your fingers. At least I hope you would. I did, and I hope y'all would, that's all I'm saying. But I love my job, but my passion is restaurants. I really want to own my own restaurant. But all the good things are taken. You got your Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, Ethiopian, Hooters, they're all gone. But I think I found my niche. I'm gonna open up a Hooters for women. I'm gonna call it Pickles. Oh, you like that? All my guys are gonna come to work in tight orange spandex shorts, a cock ring and a ball harness. And you know how the waitresses at Hooters always flash a little cleavage when they take your order? All my guys are just gonna walk up to your table and sit their package down. Just. Today's special is kielbasa and meatballs. Very succulent. I think you should give it a try. And did y'all hear? Early last year, a former waitress actually sued Hooters for sexual harassment for unwanted comments she was getting about her breasts in a Hooters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is America. If there's one place outside a strip club you should be able to talk about some breasts, it's in a Hooters. You should be able to squeeze some breasts in a Hooters. Right when she comes to take your order, you're like, yeah, I wanted wings when I came in, but I'm feeling like a breast sandwich right now. What to drink? What to drink? Got milk? I'll take it. And my only comment was, what was the comment? You know what? You know, how small was this woman's breast? Because that's got to be the only unwanted comment in a Hooters. I can see a group of guys in the back going, Sweet A, they're not Hooters. They're pimples. Here, let me pop one of them for you. Must be some evaporated milk in there. But I moved back up here, I started teaching. Found out I had to quit that. I just could not take it anymore. I'm telling you, if I had to look down at one more roll sheet, see a bunch of babies' names I could not pronounce, or it didn't make any goddamn sense, I was gonna stab myself in the eye with a spork. I'm telling you, I had one lady, her last name was Carr, C-A-R-R. She named her daughters Antique, Alexis, and Mercedes. Silly me, I had to ask why. She's like, that's the kind of car they were conceived in. Damn. So I guess that's why your son's name is stolen, huh? Makes sense. Had another lady named her daughters Platinum, Gold, Silver, and Bronze. Had the nerve to ask me about career advice. I was like, really? You might as well get to some clear heels and a starter pole because they're going to end up in the strip club with you. Make sure you take them to back to work night down at the Jiggly Room with you because they're going to need to get an early start. Make no sense. This name is the name I had to quit over because I was going to put this on www.fuckedupghettonames.com. I had a little girl. Her name was spelled L-A-A. L-A-A. I thought somebody's printer ran out of ink, and there was a line missing from the other L, and I'm calling this little girl Lala. Come here, Lala. Hey, Lala, how you doing today? Mom shows up raising hell. Don't be calling my little girl Lala. Her name ain't Lala. Don't call it that. Ain't how you pronounce it. What is it, Lala? No, that ain't her name. Her name is LaDeja. LaDeja, that's right. The dash don't be silent. You know what? want you to take this pass, go past that remedial English class your daughter's in, and go down to the special ed room. That's where your ass belongs. Goddamn Dash, don't be silent. What the hell did you name your son? Apostrophe Jones? Semicolon Powell? What the hell's wrong with you? Get your ignorant ass out of here. Make any sense, man.
That was like
Killing me. I want to thank you all for laughing. I really do. Because I'm still out of sorts. I had to have the EMG done. Anybody ever have one of these? I was having some pain from a car accident. Doctor suggested I get this thing done today. And what it is, they take you and they hook you up to a car battery and shock you for 25 to 30 minutes. That's what they do. His assistant is shocking me for 25, 30 minutes. Then the doctor comes in, hey, Stan, my man, how do you feel? I was like, how do I feel? I feel like a Guantanamo Bay refugee. That's how I feel. What do you want to do, waterboard me next stocks? Come on. Oh, don't worry about it. It's almost over. I'm going to take this 6-inch needle hooked up to a microphone, stick it in your muscles and see what your muscles have to say. I can save you the time. They say, ouch. That's it. So after like 10 or 12 sticks in this needle, I was like, you know what, Doc? Why don't you just give me a prostate exam, huh? Because that's got to feel better than what you're doing now. And he did. Gave me a prostate exam. And I was wrong. It didn't feel any better. And for you guys who haven't had this done yet, take some advice from me. Chris, if you haven't had this done yet, take this advice. When you go to get it done, take your wife, your girlfriend, or a hooker with you. Because you're going to want to reestablish your manhood as soon as you get that exam done. Y'all laugh, but I'm serious. I had a buddy of mine I played football with in college, 6'7", 228 pounds. His name was Tyrone. Let's just say he likes to be called Tiffany now. That's what I'm talking about. That's all it is. But I was waiting in the doctor's office. I was watching Fox News, which is a misnomer, because it should be Fox, we just make shit up. But they're interviewing Sarah Palin, right? And is she not the dumbest woman on the planet? You know, she's one more dumb comment away from being forced to dye her hair blonde. You know, the guy's into this, Sarah, you're not running for 2012, what about 2016? What are your future aspirations? She's like, aspirations? I prefer Tylenol. Oh, where did they get this from? She's so dumb, Anna Nicole Smith is looking down on her going, that bitch is stupid. George W. agree with her, yeah, she sure is. Even I use ibuprofen. It's usually where I lose the Republicans in there. I really do. Oh, man. You have to excuse me, I was fighting a cold. Man, I don't know how you women do it. Women can talk for 12 hours and their mouth never gets dry. I talk for 2 minutes, I'm completely dry. Excuse me. But I was kind of late getting over here tonight. My family had this big family meeting. That's what my family does when there's a crisis. We got to meet and discuss it. Get all the way to this meeting just to find out my cousin got evicted from her house. Let me ask y'all a question. How the hell do you get evicted from a Section 8 house, huh? Tell me that. The rent's only $1.50. You can find that in your couch cushions. I walked in her house one time, her furniture was all torn out. I said, oh my God, you got robbed. She said, no, I didn't. I'm just looking for rent money. Jesus Christ. 27, 28, here's 28 cents. Go pay your rent. Damn. Let me tell you what kind of woman my cousin is. Her boyfriend just got sent to the same prison as her husband. Yeah. And these two fools are in the prison fighting over a woman that neither one of them could screw for at least 5 years. I'm like, 5 years? That's 8 more guys coming through the door. We had a WWE tag team matches over her in there, man. Come on. Make no sense. One thing I saw at the meeting, it just broke my heart. Saw a little cousin of mine, she's 18 years old and has 3 kids. The oldest kid is 5, so you do the math, she was actually 12 when she conceived that child. And that had me thinking about how fast kids grow up these days, this whole loss of innocence. It's because they don't sing those songs we used to sing when we were kids. Because the songs told you how everything was supposed to be. You know the song, Help Me Out. Stan and Tracy, sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes, second comes. Here comes Tracy with a baby carriage. You see that? Love, marriage, baby carriage. That whole dynamic has changed now, hasn't it? Now it's just, there goes Taniqua. sitting in a tree. F-U-C-K-I-N-G. Ain't no love, ain't no marriage, just Taniqua's dumbass with a baby carriage. Breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart. Me and my older sister just went back to take my nephew to college. This boy never ceases to embarrass me every opportunity he gets. It's bad enough he's 6'4", 248 pounds, and is a flag twirler in the band. He's in the lobby of the dormitory crying like some 6-year-old girl because his mother wouldn't buy him some Timberland boots. You understand? You understand? I need those Timbs. I said, boy, shut up and stop embarrassing me from all these young girls. I might get some. Get yourself together. You don't need those Timbs. You want those Timbs. Just different. Grow up and be a man. That's what a man does. Separates his wants from his needs. What do you mean you understand? What do I mean? For instance, I want Halle Berry. But I need to get laid now. That's why I'm doing Macy Gray. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? What are y'all related to Macy Gray or something? Macy Gray? Oh, would have been better if I said Tracy Chapman? Oh, God. Oh, man. I don't know, I was talking to my little sister at the meeting today and I just flew off the handle. This guy at her job is sexually harassing her. And she's in her 30s, but to me, she's always gonna be my baby sister. And I just went ballistic. I was like, he what? What did he do? What did he do? Just tell me what he said. I'm gonna come down there Monday, I'm gonna handle this for you. What did he say? What did he say? He said I had a nice ass. I was like, that's it? She's like, that's enough. I was like, but you do have a nice ass. We lived in West Virginia, I'd be screwing you right now. I don't see the problem. Then I realized men and women see this whole sexual harassment thing totally different. Because fellas, you know, if we're on the job and a woman tells us we have a nice ass, we're coming to work in stretch pants the next day. Oh, gee, I just keep dropping this all over the place. We're doing. Speaking of stretch. Oh, I'm stomach. Oh, but speaking of stretch pants, I gotta tell you all this story because I flew back from London. I had to fly in to Atlanta and get a connecting flight to Philly. And I got felt up by a TSA agent. This stuff is real. I thought they were exaggerating these stories. But this guy actually grabbed my package. Didn't buy me a drink, didn't buy me dinner, just grabbed my package. And I'm still pissed about it, but I figured out how I'm gonna give him back. Because I got a flight coming up, and 2 hours before my flight, I'm taking 2 Viagra tablets. I'm wearing a pair of biker shorts with no drawers. And a pair of flip-flops, that's it. Carrying a bottle of baby oil, and I'm gonna carry a 1987 boombox, blasting Barry White, and demand that I get frisked. I'm gonna get him back, and I'm gonna wait exactly for that guy. I know what he looks like. Thank you for allowing me to vent on that one. Excuse me, barmaid. Barmaid, could I get a cup of ice, please? Thank you. Shane, could you grab that for me? Shane left. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fighting a cold, and my voice is going. But like that family meeting we had today. I mean, that's the only time my family's allowed to get together legally. Seriously, my family's been banned from family reunions for 15 years. Because we had a riot break out at my last family reunion. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we had a riot break out at my last family reunion. It was my light-skinned relatives versus my dark-skinned relatives. It was like a bad Spike Lee movie, The Wannabes versus the Jigaboos. We had a bad dance number break out in the middle of the fight and everything, man. And I'm standing there going, cut, break it up. Police showed up in riot gear, you know, stun guns and tear gas all over the place. SWAT was propelling down from helicopters. And it all started over some potato salad. Really good potato salad, but potato salad nonetheless. Apparently one of my light-skinned relatives was overheard saying, "Who made the potato salad? Because I'm not eating it if one of the darkies made it." And all hell broke loose. And I got a lot of white people in my family, my marriage, obviously. And I'm standing there watching this with one of them, and one of them turns to me and goes, Stan, these niggas are crazy. And I got mad. Not because he said nigger to me, oh no, because I feel like if you marry one, damn it, you got the right to call him one. But I got mad because he was right. These niggas were crazy. Because they should have been whipping the white girl's ass who made the greens, because that shit was nasty. You don't put fish in greens, y'all. I'm surprised people don't know that, man. I'm really surprised people don't know that move, man. Oh, man. I'm a single guy. Like to get married. I thought I'd like to get married and have some kids until I started dating a woman who actually had kids. And I realized that is a commitment that I just cannot be a part of. I can't. I just can't do it. She's one of them mothers that whenever she hears her son crying, she goes, oh, what's the matter with my little baby? Let me go kiss it. I can't do that. I can't do it. I cannot be a part of that kind of commitment. And I found that out within like the first month I started dating this woman. A little incident I like to call the Papi Chulo incident. Now, I don't know where a 4-year-old little black kid gets the gumption just to name his penis Papi Chulo. Nobody in his family is Latino. Nobody speaks Spanish, but he calls his penis Papi Chulo. And I am jealous, because that is the greatest name for your penis ever. I named mine Spritle, so you know I'm behind the curve. I'm serious. Can you imagine when he gets to the age to start begging for a blowjob? Or for you people who don't know what Papi Chulo is in Spanish, that's sweet daddy. So can you imagine when he gets to the age to start begging girls for blowjobs? He's got the perfect line. Come on, baby. You know you want to taste my Papi Chulo? That's perfect. What woman's going to turn that down? No one. No one. But anyway, so what happens is the first time I come to the house and I meet this kid, sitting down and watching the game, I got a beer sitting there. He comes up and grabs my cup. And I said, oh no, you can't drink that, that's beer. Beer, what's beer? I was like, it's man soda. You can't have man soda. So I hadn't seen him for like 3 weeks after that. I come back to the house, he comes to the door, Mr. Stan, runs to the kitchen, Mom, Mr. Stan's here, Mr. Stan, he needs his man soda, it's man time. Comes running back in the living room with a beer for me. Tears welled up in my eyes. I was like, son, where have you been all my life? This is it, this is perfect. And he's potty trained, he's mine. So we're sitting down watching the game. I got my man soda. He got his man soda sippy cup. I mean, at that point, I had to share. You know? So we're watching the game, and he goes, Mr. Stan, I gotta go potty, I gotta go potty. Well, that's what happens when you drink man soda, buddy. You can handle that, go ahead. And he's at that height where he can just sit his little Papi Chulo over the rim of the toilet. Next you know, you hear this crash and an eerie silence for like a split second. Then I heard the most ear-jarring scream ever. It's the kind of scream that only a man can understand. Right away I knew what happened. He comes running into the living room naked from the waist down. Ah! Pee flying everywhere. He's running to me. I'm trying to dodge. I'm like, dude, you're not R. Kelly and I'm not 14. Get away from me. We're dodging. Mom comes running out of the kitchen. Oh, my little baby, what's the matter? I was like, you might not want to do that in this situation. She's like, shut up, don't tell me how to deal with my kid, okay? Then where's it hurt? Where's it hurt? He goes. She looked at me, I looked at her, I like, told you. And she just went, Then I got pissed. I was like, oh, what is this? You don't ever mean when you do that. We're gonna talk after this is done. I just don't have that kind of commitment in me, really. I mean, if I had a little girl and something happened to her little mommy chulo, I couldn't do that. You know, I couldn't. No, yeah, I'd get arrested if I tried something like that, man. Just don't have that kind of commitment, man. But I'm single, like I said, man, and I hate it. I hate being single, I really do. Because, like, you know what? I do what single people do. And I go to clubs, and I hate going to clubs. Because I don't understand the rules of the clubs anymore. Like the whole bottle drink rule. Because fellas, you know, you don't get to offer a woman a drink in a club anymore, do you? They just demand it now. I was in a club last week talking to a girl. I was like, hey, sweetheart, what's your name? She said, Thirsty. Your name is Thirsty. That's right. My name is Thirsty as hell. My nickname is Parks. Are you gonna buy me a drink or what? A fella's taking from me, I don't care how fine she is or how big her breasts are. Don't buy her a drink. Do you know the next thing out of her mouth is gonna be? Oh, you're not gonna buy my girlfriend D a drink? Your girlfriend D, she said, yeah, this is dehydrated. She needs a drink too. It's her birthday. I was like, wow, thirsty and dehydrated. Bartender, you got any Gatorade? These two ladies obviously need to replace some electrolytes. One thing I do like about the club, though, I love the way these young girls dress and the way they dance. Oh my God. I don't even know why guys still go to strip clubs, because you can get the same lap dance in a regular club and you don't have to leave a tip. I'm serious, I had this young girl grinding on me for so long, I had to stop dancing before I came on myself. All right, y'all, I did come on myself, but that ain't the point. My self-control is not the point, it's just that these young girls are getting out of hand. And wherever I am in the world, it doesn't matter, from Philly to Jamaica to the Dominican Republic, any place I've been, I always get the same woman hitting on me. That real butch chick, she's like this close to being a butch lesbian, but she's straight. They make a beeline for me. One made a beeline for me, caught me coming out the bathroom. She was standing there with a Mean Joe Green throwback jersey on. Had Thug World tattooed on her neck. Tell me, hey shorty, what's up? Can I holler at you for a minute? I'm like, whoa, dude, hold up. I'm not judging you for what you do or who you do, but I'm straight. She's like, so am I, I'm a woman. And from that moment on, she started treating me like I was the woman. She was like grinding on my behind the whole time we were dancing. And ladies, you know how you try to play that off when a guy's back there, you don't want you to do that little spin? I'm spinning like a top trying to get this girl away from me. Finally, I just gave up. I was like, go ahead, girl, go ahead, go do your thing. All right, go ahead. Then she's like, shorty, what's up? I'm trying to hit that tonight. What's up? You trying to sleep? I was like, sweetheart, I don't even know your name. It's like, my bad, my name is Rock. Rockisha, but all my friends call me Rock. That's how I like to put my thing down to the rock bottom. What's your name is? I was like, are you even speaking English? What's my name? Oh, what's my name? Oh, my name is Thirsty. That's right, thirsty as hell. Are you gonna buy me a drink or what? You see those two guys over there? That's the twins, Ree and Dehydrated. We all need drinks. Just crazy in the club now. Just crazy. I moved back up here because my father's been sick. Have y'all ever talked to your parents now that you're an adult about stuff they did to you when you were a child and they try to deny it ever happened? Not my father. He owns up to everything he's ever done to me like it's a badge of honor. A couple weeks ago, he's standing there. You're damn right. You goddamn right I knocked you outside in your underwear. It builds character. You wouldn't be where you are today if I hadn't done that. I was like, where's that, Dad? Therapy? Because that's what I'm in. I'm in therapy behind your shit, man. I was 9 years old when I found out about the concept of allowance. Me and my friends were on the playground having an economic summit. So let me get this straight. You actually get paid money to clean your room and take out the trash? Man, I sprinted home. Dad, I gotta talk to you, Dad. I gotta talk to you. Damn that football game. It's important, Dad. I gotta talk to you. Can I have some allowance? My father looked down at me and said, son, you already get an allowance. I do? What? You're allowed to eat. You're allowed to sleep. And you're allowed to take a shit on Tuesday. Now get your ass back outside and play. Wish I was making that story up, but that's a true story. It is. My father is just the kind of man that's going to say anything that's on his mind. Example, last summer I'm taking him into Philadelphia to a doctor's appointment at University of Pennsylvania Hospital. We're on the L. Two girls get on and sit across from us. One of them is missing her 4 front teeth. Not her front 2, her front 4. Her whole starting defensive line, gone. And she's going on and on about a pedicure. Girl, I gotta get my toes done. I wanna get French tips. I wanna get this done. I wanna get that done. My father, being the ignorant bastard that he can be, says to this girl, young lady, excuse me, but your toes should not be your priority right now. Okay? I don't know any man's gonna wanna fuck you with your mouth that messed up. I wouldn't even let you suck my dick right now, so you just better save that money up. We got kicked off of public transportation, y'all. It's my father, man. I'm gonna tell you something about my father. My father 10 years ago, goes to have a simple angioplasty done. Has it done, everything goes well. He told the doctor before he went under, I don't want any pain medication because I don't like the way it makes me feel when it's over. Comes through there, has it done. He got this twitch in his leg and he's asking the doctor about the twitch. And the doctor says, oh, that's from the pain medication we gave you. He raised so much hell that he ends up having a mild heart attack in the recovery room. That's the kind of, as soon as I get to the hospital, the first thing they want to ask, does your father have mental problems? Well, you're goddamn right he does. I'm glad somebody else realizes that shit. And I get in, I'm talking, Dad, what is the problem? I don't like the way that pain medication makes me feel. Like, dude, you smoke weed every day. What, you want a bag of gold? Would that make you feel better? Crazy.
You guys ready for a beer?
I took him with me recently. I was asked to give a speech over at my old high school. East High School, anybody? There we go, we got a few people from East. Yeah, I'm over there. And it had me thinking about how much has changed since I was in high school. Like, teachers are having sex with students now. And not the skanky looking teachers, these teachers are hot. Did you see the one in Florida and the one in Tennessee? The black girl in Texas? Yeah, sisters are doing it now too. They had her on CNN defending herself. You know, it's like, I don't think I did anything wrong. The guy said, ma'am, you had sex with a student. She's like, so? He wasn't in any of my classes. I was like, yeah, well, that's not a conflict. You do got something going there. And I was watching the trial of the girl from Tennessee, and this kid's father is on the witness stand in tears, upset, talking about he's upset because his son had sex with this hot chick. I'm like, are you kidding me? That'd have been my father's, he'd have been crying tears of joy. Goddamn, son, I told you lock you outside, your underwear was gonna take you places. Just take me with you next time. I would like to hit that myself. It's my power. Oh, man. Well, like I mentioned, I'm a single guy, and I just figured out why I'm single. Because women like thugs. As you can see, I'm not a thug. And I'm not talking about hood rats. You know, hood rats and thugs go together like peanut butter and jelly. Republicans and ignorant statements, that all goes together. You know, but I'm talking about career women with thugs. You know, kind of thugs that won't work, can't even spell work. You know, those kind of guys, man. And I just don't get it. I have a cousin of mine that I haven't seen more than 5 times my entire life. Not because we don't get along or anything like that, or we didn't live near each other. Simply since about the age of 9, he has been under one form of incarceration or another. And every time I see his sister, I give the courtesy, how's he doing? She's like locked up. So I ran into her a few months ago, and I give the courtesy, how's he doing? She's like, oh, he's doing fine. He's out, he's married, he married his attorney. Like, he married his attorney or an attorney? He married his attorney. And I gotta talk to him, so I gotta figure out what kind of rap does he have to pull that off. She's standing there with his rap sheet longer than my arm and finds love. I'm trying to figure out what did he say to her? Other than, I was set up. Not just this, but everything I ever did, I was set up. That had to be it. She's standing there going, yes, I believe you. You were set up. Because no little girl dreams of their wedding like that. You know, having to have their wedding in the backyard because the groom was on house arrest. You know, groomsmen coming down the aisle chained together. I don't get it. Ladies, what is it, the orange jumpers that turn yellow on? Doesn't make any sense, man. Make any sense. There was a story in Philadelphia not too long ago. Black girl, paralegal at one of the biggest law firms in Center City. Had a thug boyfriend that worked at Center City too. Robbing banks. He convinces her to help him rob this bank by hiding a change of clothes in the bathroom of her office that he could run into and change his clothes. Long story short, he robs the bank, runs into her office, changes his clothes, gets caught, and she cries racism when she got fired. It's racism. And she was right. There was some racism involved. Just a little piece of it was racism. The whole thing was disgracism. How do you even form your mouth to talk to a woman to get her to help you rob a bank? Baby, look, I know I ain't had no job in about 10 years, but look, all that's about to change. Oh my God, you're gonna get a job. No, I'm gonna pull a job is what I'm gonna do. But I need your help, baby. I need you to be with me. Doesn't make any sense, man. You know, one thing I noticed when I moved back up here, there's a lot of interracial couples. And when I was younger, I used to hate interracial couples. But then I grew up and I matured. I figured if you can find love with someone of another race, God bless you, be happy. Yeah. And since I moved back up here, I get mad for a totally different reason. Because whenever you see a black girl with a white dude, it's always a hot black chick, nerdy white guy. Right? And when you see a brother with a white girl, what do you see? It's always some fat, stank, nasty, dirty, bloated white woman. That's just straight. You white guys gotta kick her ass here too. You get Halle Berry, we get Roseanne Barr. That's just not fair. So I'm dating a fat white chick right now. I mean, I have to. I'm not in the NBA. No, but we're sitting around the other day, and she says to me, Stan, let's go see that play, the Vagina Monologues. Y'all ever heard of this play? I had never heard. I was like, Vagina Monologues? Those things can talk? Imagine my surprise. All these years I've been trying to read their lips. Turns out they've been speaking on tongues all along. Who knew? And ladies, y'all do some strange things with the vagina. You really do, like hold it up for ransom. You ever had that, Chris? Sitting there watching the game with the guys, you're like, hello? Hello? I have your vagina. If you ever expect to see it again, you'll take me to dinner and a show. Baby, is that you? No, this is non-negotiable. Meet me at Ruth Chris Steakhouse at 8 p.m. If I see any of your friends anywhere near, you're never going to get the vagina again. Click. And we got to go. We got to leave the Super Bowl to take them to dinner. My question is, fellas, how do we give up that kind of power? There's more women in the world, so there's more vaginas, so simple supply and demand. This is more valuable. We should be on the street corners at night selling ourselves. With nothing on but a jock strap and a pair of pink gaiters. Oh, come on, baby, stop that car. I laid a pipe. Stop the car. Look, I can make it jump. Stop the car. Fellas, I guarantee you, 3/4 of the women in here right now have a fake dick at home. Why should we profit off ours? And every woman that laughs has one. Fellas, we should go public with our cocks. Set up our own trading exchange, the New York Cock Exchange. You see the guy doing the nightly news updates for that? Ladies and gentlemen, with the financial news, here's Richard Haig. Dick. Black cocks are on the rise, showing unprecedented growth. But white cocks remain stagnant in a sagging economy. Hispanic cocks are holding strong, and Asian cocks are completely falling off the board. Back to you, Jim. Like I'm saying, well, recently I called up my ex-fiance because I figured if I talked to her about what I did wrong in the relationship, I could change it and apply it to another relationship and get something going. Fellas, if you're thinking about doing this, don't. It's too soon for that conversation. She lit into me right away. You changed. You're not the same guy you used to be. You changed. Which is bull. Because ladies, men don't change in relationships. We don't have the mental capacity for change, first off. We're reactionary creatures. If you change our environment, we're going to react to it. She let me stand. Remember that guy used to buy me flowers just because? Remember that guy Stan? Where's that guy? Remember that guy used to write me beautiful love poetry, haiku even? Remember that guy Stan? Where's that guy? Remember that guy used to take me on beautiful weekend getaways and we walked hand in hand underneath the stars, all romantic like on the beach? Remember that guy Stan? Where's that guy? And I said, I'm pretty sure he's with the girl who used to give me a blowjob every day. That's where he is. Hey, you remember that girl, sweetie? Remember that girl who gave me a blowjob when we were stuck in 202 traffic? Remember that girl, sweetie? Where's that girl? Remember that girl who gave me a blowjob in the basement of the church? Remember that girl, sweetie? Where's that girl? Remember that girl who used to wake me up with a blowjob every morning just to get some protein to start our day? I was like, now I'm no Perry Mason, but when you find that girl, the guy you're looking for is with her. Y'all, my name is Stan Tunnell. Thank you all so very much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. One last thing. Oh, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. So much. Just a couple things. I want to recognize Bobby Fulton for coming all the way down from Connecticut. We went to college together, man. I love you, Bobby, for coming, man. Wolfpack forever. Thank you. One last thing. I have 10 DVDs left that I like to sell. Only $5. That's a half-hour set from a few years ago. I've got 10 left sitting around, so I'd like to sell them to anybody who wants to have one. They're $5 each. Now, I don't get this money. All this money goes to charity. She's the most expensive hooker I've ever had, so I need y'all to buy some of these for me, all right? Thank you all very much.